Good morning. Another day in Los Angeles. Currently we are at breakfast. We're going to a place called Louis, which is just here. Going to get our breakfast before we go to an automotive place later and some other stuff. So join us as we go for breakfast. Part of the breakfast has arrived. My peanut butter smoothie. Adam got an orange juice and Matt also got a peanut butter smoothie, same as me. Waiting on our food now. There's a bunch of hot sauces. Gonna dump that all over Adam's food. As breakfast burrito has arrived with hot sauce. He's dipped it in. How is it? Good. We're now waiting on our food, me and Adam. This milkshake is amazing. Adam's breakfast has now arrived. Just waiting on my acai bowl. How is it?
Mint.
It's mint. Nice. Good review. My acai bowl has arrived. This thing looks spectacular. Can't wait to try it. Time for breakfast. We have now made it to the Peterson Automotive showroom. So it's basically just a bunch of cars. We've also got access to the vault, which is pretty cool. So there's a bunch of stuff here. We took an Uber over here. Our driver was a bit sus. He had a bit of road rage and also had a very cracked windscreen. But we survived. It's fine. We made it. Right now, right in front of me, we have a lovely Chevrolet. This thing is very old, so I will show you a bunch of cool cars today. So if you're like me and into cars, then you'll enjoy this. If not, then I apologize, but enjoy the car content. This is the first car, and obviously as we continue, there's the RB18. Not a fan of Red Bull, but I mean it's cool to see an F1 car. And then we have this, which is another Chevrolet from 1959. This car is very old, but like they've changed up the engine and that looks insane. So let's explore this museum and see what else they have here. There's obviously the RB18, which obviously won the World Championship last year. So yeah, let's see what else they have here. And this here is a 1966 Myers Manx, which looks pretty cool. And then as we come over here, we got a 1974 Brubaker sports van. But as you can see from this picture here, it's got like fluffy carpets. As you can see inside, it looks like it's got grass, which is very strange. But there is so many cool cars here that I can't wait to look at. This is a 1866 Ben Patron motorway. Oh, it's an original. Oh, it's a replica. Top speed of this was 10 miles an hour. And there's a bunch here. This is a 1903 Cadillac Model A runabout. Right here we have the 1976 Chevrolet Camaro Z28, or otherwise known as Bumblebee. This is the actual car from Transformers back in 2007, which is crazy. This car, I love it. It's crazy what they did in the film with it, but it's not a manual. Very sad, but really cool to see this car. And then over here we have a brand new Camaro. This is what they look like nowadays. This is the Bumblebee concept. This is a 2007 Camaro concept for Bumblebee. This was also driven in Transformers in 2007, and then again in 2009. The 1976 car form was upgraded to 5th. So it changed from that. It changed from this one into this one. And this is the new Bumblebee. And then we got Little Miss Sunshine here, which is a Volkswagen Type 2 transporter, which is pretty cool. I'd love to own one of these and just go touring all around Europe in one of these. I feel like that'd be really fun. This is a 1963 Lincoln Continental. It was driven in The Matrix Reloaded 2003 and then The Matrix Revolutions also in 2003. But this car is in such pristine condition. But what you're about to see next is even better. This, the 1989 Batmobile, as depicted in Batman in 1989 and then again in Batman Returns in 1992. This thing is an absolute monster of a car. Like the fact that this was designed and it's street legal, I'm fairly sure, is insane. I would love to be able to drive this. Like, look at the wing. This is insane. Like, the tires are so huge. They've got to be at least 24 inches. That's crazy. I'm not sure. This looks like a Camaro, but I could be wrong. It's a 1985 Plymouth, which was driven in Christine in 1983. I don't know what film that is, but that's interesting. Oh, this one I do know. It's a 1966 Ford Thunderbird, driven in Thelma and Louise in 1991. This is a very classic car and a good film. That is really nice. These cars are all in like such good condition and everything. It's crazy to see these. Like, this is the car's interior. This is what they used to look like. It's so crazy to think how different they are from like nowadays cars. Like, they look nothing like this inside anymore. So cool to see though. This is a proper old banger and a legendary car. This is the 1968 Fiat 500. It was also driven by Tom Cruise across cobblestone streets of Rome in Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 back in 2023, which is really cool that they now own it here. But I can see inside that it's all set up for movie. It's got the proper seats, but you can see the floor's missing, so it's definitely been changed so that it could be used for films, which is quite cool to see. Lightning McQueen! What a legendary car this is from Cars. Everyone knows this car. If you don't know this car, you're missing out. Cars is honestly one of the greatest films. Look how cute it is with those little eyes. Adorable. But we have a side-by-side of two very similar cars. One is obviously without its roof and one is the roof. This one is in very pristine condition and this one was used as like a rally car, and it is insane how smashed up it is. Like, the interior, like everything is like so damaged. This car is crazy, but it's probably still worth a lot of money. Then we've got a 1953 Pontiac Sienna, also a very nice looking car. And as we continue further back, we got a 1953 Buick Wildcat. The interior colour on this is insane. Like, that's crazy. These look so cool inside. And then the rear spoilers are just so cool. They don't make them like this anymore, sadly. If only they did. Would be so cool to see. We've got a 1968 Jeepster Commando. This thing is insane. It's also got a soft top on it, so you can remove the hood and be able to go. But it's crazy. This is one of the first ever cars like this. This is crazy to see. They were first manufactured for the military during World War II. So that's really cool to see. A little bit of history there for you. Look at this. This is a Chrysler. That is insane. This car, these all must be so expensive. This is from 1934, wow, and it's still in incredible condition. 1955 Fuji Cabana 5A. The top speed on this would only go to 28 miles an hour. There were only 85 of these ever built worldwide, and when you could buy it brand new back in 1955, it was $650, which with current rate of inflation is $6,762. If I could buy that for $6,752, I would buy that instantly. And we've got another Cadillac here. This is beautiful. The white is so shiny on this, that's crazy. So cool to see that. We have a whole bunch of really old bikes here. That's a red one. It is a 1909 Merkel Light Model A. Then we got a 1928 Sunbeam Model ATTT, which is pretty cool. A 1905 Indian Single. I mean, this looks really amazing, to be honest. That's really cool. More over here, 1929 Exeliza Super X. A 1940 Indian Junior Scout. 1960 MV Augusta Tavera 235. A 1950 Norton International Clubman. I'm not a huge bike fan, but these are like really cool to just look at and admire. There's a bunch more over here. Now this is cool. A little bike like this would be really fun to drive. That's a big bike. Now that is nice. It's a Triumph. That's a proper classic car. And that is also very nice. Looks like there's some rally cars in there. Oh yeah, to do with Corvettes and American racing. Check that out after. Oh, these are all racing motorcycles, which is pretty cool. This is a 2008 Honda CBR 600 RR, which is crazy. Yeah, and that's some bikes. This is really cool bikes to look at. This section is all dedicated to cars used in American racing. So we got a 2014 Chevrolet Corvette C7R, and then a 2011 Corvette C6 GT2. These all have V8 engines in them, so if these were to be started up, they would sound so good because the V8 engine is probably the best sounding engine. Then we've got a 2006 Chevrolet Corvette C6R GT1. And then here, this yellow one is a 2001 Chevrolet Corvette C5R. And then a 1995 Callaway Corvette LM. I think that one looks the nicest so far. 1989 Chevrolet Corvette Challenge. That's quite cool. 1963 Chevrolet Corvette Grand Sport. I mean, that actually looks amazing. But this is definitely my favorite because it's the 1976 Chevrolet Corvette Spirit of Le Mans. This was used in Le Mans, which is really cool. That's an insane race. If you know, you know. Then we've got a 1960 Chevrolet Corvette. These cars are worth so much money in here. It's insane. 1956 Chevrolet Corvette SR. It's the real McCoy. That's really cool. And then a 1953 Chevy Corvette again. These are all like single seaters. Like there's just no space for anything other than the one person to sit in it. So cool to see. I have a 1957 Jaguar XKSS, which was owned by Steve McQueen himself, which is pretty cool. This car is beautiful, as much as it's a Jaguar, but it looks crazy cool. And to think Steve McQueen has driven it is also very nice. And then as we continue round, is this a Cadillac? It is a 1953 Cadillac Series 62, which is pretty cool. I love the colour. This is one of my favourite colours, purple. That is a mammoth of a car. This looks like a Rolls Royce by the looks of it. And then over here, we've got another beautiful car. It's a 1938 Hispano Suiza. Never seen one of these before, but that's pretty cool. Wow, this one is incredible. And this is a 1932 Ford McGee Roadster. Oh, it's 3.6 litre V8. This would sound so good started up. More cars. Look at the wheels on that. The wheel spin. Oh, that looks so nice. It's a Delahey. That's cool. Yeah, this is a 1925/34 Rolls-Royce Phantom Aerodynamic Coupe. This is insane. Like the aerodynamic is obviously made for aerodynamics specifically, and that looks incredible. That must be worth so much. Oh, a Bugatti, a 1939 Bugatti Type 57C Cabriolet. Wow. That is insane to see a Bugatti. That is the one car I've never actually seen in person is a Bugatti. I've seen every other make of car, just never a Bugatti. This is a 1947 Cistiala 2002 Coupe. It's pretty cool. And that's all the cars for this section. Head on to the next. Well, this one was a 1954 Plymouth Explorer, which is really cool. Everyone must recognize this car, but if you don't, it's the 1966 Volkswagen Beetle Herbie. obviously driven in the film Herbie Fully Loaded, but based off of the true story. This car is very iconic. And behind me we have a 2002 Jaguar XKR, which was driven in Die Another Day 2002, which was a James Bond film, which is pretty cool because it's been modified to have a machine gun on the back. And this is a 2001 Honda S2000, which was driven in one of my favourite films, Too Fast, Too Furious, back when they actually drove cars and it wasn't just heisting things. But I absolutely love this car, and the artwork that it has on the side is insane. So cool to see. One of my favourite films. And then a shifting rolls. This is a 1932 Ford Flathead Roadster, as seen in Iron Man in 2008 and Iron Man 2 back in 2010. And a very iconic car for everyone's childhood, the Scooby-Doo machine. It's a 1972 Bedford CF mystery machine, but this car is my childhood, and that is so cool. And then we got a 1967 Ford Mustang Eleanor, which was driven in Gone in 60 Seconds from the year 2000. And then this is a 1950 Mercury Monterey, which was driven in Cobra in 1986 with the plate Awesome 50. That's really cool. And there's a bunch of posters on the wall there. And then as we go back this way, we have the 1981 DeLorean DMC-12 time machine, which is really cool. That is a very nice car and really cool. And then we got a 1976 Ford Gran Torino, which was driven in Starsky and Hutch, which I do not know what that is. And the iconic Bat Cycle. This is amazing. This is a 1966 Yamaha YDS3, also known as the Bat Cycle. And then we got a 1982 Pontiac Firebreed Trans Am KITT, which was driven in Knight Rider, which is a TV show, I believe, but that is really cool. So many amazing cars here. This is honestly incredible. We have a lovely 1988 Porsche 911 Carrera. The new Porsche 911s do not look anywhere near as good as this. This car is so beautiful to see. And then here we got a 1992 Porsche 911 Pod Car. It was used in Transformers Rise of the Beasts, so they would show the car obviously not being driven, and then someone would be sat there actually driving the car, which is really cool to see that they've actually modified the car like that.
I wish they put their names on it.
These are so cool. This is a Porsche 1994 911 RS 3.8 Prop Car Mirage, which was also driven in Transformers Rise of the Beasts from 2023. Well, that's really cool to see. Then we've got another Porsche. This is just a bunch of Porsches over here. I really hope there's a GT3 RS because that is my absolute dream car. But here we have a lovely 1976 Porsche 935. It was owned by Otis Chandler. I'm not sure who that is, but this car and the colours look incredible. It's weird to see obviously Goodyear tyres because they do not use Goodyear tyres anymore. It's mostly Pirelli tyres that are used, especially in racing, so this is really cool. And a little bit of history. That looks like a Porsche GT2. The wing on that is crazy. We've got a 2014 Porsche 911 GT America. Oh, it's driven by Patrick Dempsey. I know who that is. He is a NASCAR racer. That's pretty cool. These cars are like incredible. Yeah, this is... it's a GT3 RSR. Wow. It's not a GT2. I'm not sure why it's got GT2 on it. But this is a 2000 Porsche 911 GT3 RSR. This thing is an absolute monster. That looks so good. Got another couple of cars over here. Some older ones. This is a really old Porsche. But this is a 1973 Porsche 19710. That looks incredible. Some more as we continue around. This whole floor is dedicated to Porsches, which is really cool because Porsche is one of my all-time favourite cars. These all look so nice. 1958 Carrera GT Speedster. The fact that these are in such immaculate condition, I just wonder how much these are worth. They just need to put like market values on these. But the interior is so cool. I love it. We are now in the vault, which has a collection of 250 different cars. So I'm just going to kind of walk past them. I'll probably put some music over it because there is a lot of cars to obviously talk about. Actually, we'll talk about some of them, but these are all magnificent. These are all some Chevrolets. Over here we've got a Rolls Royce from 1913. That is incredible. This is what they used to look like, which is crazy. This is the Automobile for All, which is a 1915 Ford, 1992 Chevrolet. Wow, honestly. The model for modifying. All of these cars are incredible. Oh, this has Fernando Alonso on it. I'm not sure why. That's quite cool. See, I know who Fernando Alonso is. And this is a 1927 Rolls-Royce Phantom 1 town car. This is cool. And we've got another. Oh, it's a DuPont. That's crazy. That car is cool. These are insane. These are Mercedes-Benz. And these have like proper gull wing doors and oh my god. Love. That is the absolute dream car to own one of those in white. That'd be so nice. An Alfa Romeo here, 1959 Scimitar hardtop convertible. Like that just looks so nice. This is a 1929 Ruxton Model C Roadster. Like this is incredible. That's a very original Mercedes-Benz. Wow. Cars look so different back in the day than how they do now. Like they have the little wheels on the side there. What's this? This is I'm not sure. It's a DuPont right here. That's incredible. We've got a 1931 Pierce Arrow Model 43 Roadster. That's cool. 1931 Ford Model A station wagon. That is a lovely colour of green right here. That is amazing. And behind me we've got even more over here. It's not as many signs telling me exactly what's what, but this, look at the emblem on that. That is really cool. Some more as we continue. You can obviously ask the staff, but the staff that are around are all talking to people. So I shall just admire the cars for now. This is an old Bentley. That's got a UK license plate on it. That is a UK license plate. So that's interesting. And then we got another Rolls Royce with the Phantom. And that, again, some nice Rolls Royces. Crazy cars. Here we got a couple of bikes and some really old Teslas. I'm not sure exactly which Teslas these are, but they are pretty old by the looks of it, because this is not how they look nowadays. Here we got a Tesla Model S, which again seems to be quite old, one of the original models just from the shape of it. But we've got some more. This is a Bentley by the looks of it. I could be wrong. That is a Bentley. That is lovely. And we've got a 1939 Mercury convertible. These cars are all really nice. This is a Zeta. That's a nice colour. I like that. This is a Jaguar. The Jaguar badge, look at that. It's a Ford Jag, yeah. Look, the badge is so cool. These are insane. So I spoke to the guy, and all of these cars have either been donated or used to be owned by the Peterson family, which is where we are in the Peterson Mobile. So that's crazy to see. We've got a 1998 Cadillac. That's the Pope Mobile. Oh, that's quite cool. Obviously it's got the little chair. for where the Pope used to sit. That's really interesting. Some more lovely cars. Wow, this one's got like a clear bonnet so that you can see the engine. Look at the size of that engine. That is humongous. The sounds this car must make. Wow, I would love to hear. We've got another Cadillac. Some more nice cars. That's a Harley Davidson. Wow, that is incredible. This looks really nice. All of these cars. The interiors, immaculate as well. So cool to see this. This car looks really cool. It's a 1956 Ford. It's called Straight Edge. Incredible. 1932 Ford Roadster. Iron Fist, which is a 1936 Ford Coupe. Crimson Ghost. Even though it's... oh, it is in crimson. That's a weird colour. It looks black, but it's also not. And then this is a Voodoo Priest, which is a 1937 Lincoln Zephyr. And some more over here. These are Hauling in Style, which is 1951 Ford Country Squires. These look really cool. I'm not sure why the doors are that colour, but they're pretty cool to see. But as you can see, there's a bunch more cars down here. We'll go check those out in a minute. Some original Ferraris here. These are beautiful. And as we go towards them, you can see. So this one is a regular manual, but this one is a gated manual, which is incredibly rare, which is so nice to see. Gotta love gated manuals. Got an old Ford here. I believe this is another. No, this is a Bugatti. That's a very old Bugatti. The gear shifter on this looks a bit busted, but that's interesting. Some more Ferraris over here. They've all got their power packs on them because of the... This is a more modern one because it's got a power pack attached to it. A couple more. So many Ferraris here. These are all incredible. Love a Ferrari, but they're so expensive. Another gated manual. So nice. Gated manuals are just crazy. Whoa. Some more Ferraris. This is incredible. Oh, I just realised it's not showing it properly. There we go. Look at this Ferrari. Wow. This is a lovely Ferrari. It's a 2015 Ferrari LaFerrari. This car, there was only 500 of these built. This car is insanely expensive. 2004 Ferrari Enzo. Wow. And then we've got an F40. This thing is incredible. This is like £30 million worth of car right here. This Ferrari for this. It's insane. Some more. What we got here? A 512 TR. Wow. Not as nice as the others, but still nice. Now this is a very classic looking Ferrari and amazing. It's a 1963 250 GT. Then we got a 1954 375 America Coupe Ferrari. This doesn't look as nice as the others. I'd like a little sports top one like this. That's pretty cool. Such weird doors. It's weird to see the interior of these and how different they are from nowadays cars. But this is a Porsche. No, it's a Ferrari, sorry. It's a 1967 Ferrari 275 GTB4. Immaculate cars. So lovely, this car place. So this 1932 Ford Roadster, I found out why it has the numbers on it. So this one was used, the other one with Fernando Alonso, this one is Max Verstappen's, and it was used for the Vegas driver's parade, which is pretty cool that this car actually left here and was driven, and it had Max Verstappen in the back of it. It's nice. There was a couple of cars apparently here that were for it, but these are the only ones that are on display. Some more lovely cars. Like this is a lovely car. It's a true barn find. 1932 Ford Ray Brown Roadster. Insane. Look at this original GMCs. This is a old police car. That's cool. That's what police cars used to look like. We've got a 1948 Chevrolet 1-ton pickup. Wow. Drivable dream car. 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air Sports Coupe. This was built by brothers. These are Cobras. And that's the engines at the back. That is what's inside of these. Whoa. That is insane. So number 1967 Honda N600. Wow. All of these cars here are so cool. There, like this, it's literally like a basket inside. It's literally weaved. That's crazy that people used to sit on that and it'd be comfortable. That must have been awful for like a long drive anywhere, but I mean back in those days you probably just did not care. This is now my favourite section, which is F1 cars. These are what they used to drive, and as we continue further we'll get to some newer F1 cars. These are incredible cars. We got the Sauber right here. That is beautiful. Then we got the BWT Racing point car, which went bankrupt and is now known as Aston Martin. And then you've got a McLaren over there. And this is a 1933-34 Williams. It was driven by Ayrton Senna and Damon Hill, which is two amazing drivers. And then this is a 1987 Lotus Type 1992, also driven by Ayrton Senna. It got 2 wins, 8 podiums in 16 races. And we've got some lovely old Ferrari F1 cars over here. These are incredible. And then this is the 1999 McLaren MP414, which was driven by Mika Häkkinen and David Coulthard. Got 7 wins, 15 podiums in 16 races, which is really good. And then this is the 1995 McLaren MP410, which was driven by Mika Häkkinen, Mark Brundle, Nigel Mansell and Jan Magnussen. This car is also incredible, and this is the engine that it is. It's a 3-litre Mercedes V10. That thing must have squealed, which is incredible. There's a couple more like racing cars over here. Like there's the engine of this one. Like that is incredible, and like the cockpit of that is insane. To like think that they see so clearly at driving at such high speeds with these vehicles is incredible. Absolutely love it. Formula 1 cars are my all-time favourite for sure. These are incredible to see. There's a couple more here. I think these are NASCARs. That's a McLaren NASCAR, and these are older NASCARs by the looks of it because they're not the right size. This is a 1997 Ford Winston Cup car, the M&M car. That's really cool. And another car from rallying, which is nice. There's so many amazing cars. Oh, we have the Tesla car here, which was used for the Model Y for the crash damage test to see the impact, and that is how it was left. And they've now got it here on show. That's pretty nice. Some more lovely, lovely cars. Words just physically can't describe these. I'm lost for words at this point. It's incredible to see this stuff. That is the end of this museum. But here in the gift shop they have this pit crew suit from 2001, which was Ferrari's for Michael Schumacher. It's the fire suit that the pit crew wore in F1, obviously. It's $7,000. That is insane. I would love to be able to own that, but I am not spending $7,000 on that. But now we're going to head to our next spot. Not sure where that is yet, but we'll figure that out and let's go. Now at the Los Angeles County Museum of Art. This is the Korean section. A bunch of Korean art in here. Pretty cool to look at. This is a vase with dragons. Korea from the Joseon dynasty in the 18th century. Some tapestries over here. And a bunch of other art pieces around. So we're gonna look around this museum and see what's here. Not too sure what this is meant to be showing, but it's a bunch of toy cars going around like a highway. There's a couple of trains and stuff like that. Pretty interesting to just stand here and watch it. Very strange. I'm not really sure what the point of it is, but it's an interesting art installation for sure. Strange job that the lady has. She's just standing in there all day. Picasso's here, which is pretty cool to see. This one is Woman with Blue Veil, and then we got Still Life with Mandolin. This one is Missing. This is Weeping Woman with Handkerchief. Bust of a Seated Woman. This is Bust of a Woman, Dora Maar. Not sure who that is. Head of a Woman with Hat. Very strange art that Picasso drew, but so talented. And these pieces must be worth millions. And as we go into here, it's a different artists and different things to see. Stopped at Burger She Wrote because I've seen it all over and I know they do good burgers for these two. I grabbed some fries and a grilled cheese. How is it?
Oh, cool.
Very good. I'm glad they're happy. Time to eat. Finished up at Burger She Wrote. They enjoyed their burgers. Stayed there and sat and chatted for a little bit. We're now walking up towards Melrose whilst we wait for my friend Giselle, as she is currently on our way, and then we're going to go and walk up to the Hollywood sign, which should be pretty cool. But we got this nice view on this nice road until we get to Melrose, which is like 5 minutes up here, and there's a bunch of cool shopping places which we'll look at whilst we wait. So join us as we do a little bit of shopping before we go see the Hollywood sign. Let's go. We have now arrived at the base of the trail towards the Hollywood sign. Hollywood sign is just up there in the distance. So we're gonna follow this trail. We have a TikTok and hopefully it leads us the right way. We'll find out and see how close we can get to the Hollywood sign and see what the views are like from up there. Should be quite fun. Almost made it to the top. Some of the views that we got. You're not in it, don't worry. It's a nice view. It's a long hike up here though.
Yeah.
We started somewhere all the way down there. It doesn't seem as far as it actually is. To the top now. We have now made it all the way to the top. As you can see, there is the back of the Hollywood sign and the entire views as you go around. We got the dam. So just there, in this little bit there, is where the parked car is. So it seems really close, but it's not. And then obviously you can continue hiking further this way, or if we come to the other side, this is Burbank, which is the next county after Los Angeles, which is pretty cool. Obviously the airport is just over here, and that's where we will be flying out of tomorrow to head to San Francisco, so that'll be pretty cool. There they are, enjoying the lovely views. The weather is not as warm up here as it is further down. Good job I brought a jumper, but we're now going to spend the next 45 minutes hiking back down, so join us as we do that. Now made it back to the car. Hollywood sign there in the distance. Just starting to get dark. Some nice views around here. Should be fun to get back down. Quite nice. Perfect timing. We have gone to IHOP for dinner. I've got strawberry and banana pancakes. Matt's got some chicken tenders with some chips and half-eaten mac and cheese. And there's Adam's chocolate pancakes, and that is Giselle's crepe. Time to eat dinner. So, as I didn't record an outro, here is a bunch of pictures that I took on the day, and yeah, thanks for watching this vlog. I'll see you tomorrow.